Hi everyone, in this video I'm gonna show you how to load film into developing tank. I'm gonna cover 35mm film as well as 120 and 220 film. In order to transfer the film into developing tank, you will need a dark bag, developing tank, and of course your film. Having this bag is very beneficial as you don't really need perfectly light sealed spot in your house or wherever you're developing your film. You only need a dark bag where you can slide your hands, load film in there, and once the tank is properly secured, you can take it out and develop your film in broad daylight. In case if using 35mm film, you will also need a pair of scissors and a bottle opener. I highly recommend getting the safest bottle opener as you possibly can, because you don't want to hurt yourself while your hands will be in the dark bag loading the film. And this is what developing tank is look like. It includes two 35mm film reels. To make it suitable for 120 film, you gotta twist film reel and it expands. Let's get into loading the film. We're gonna start from 35mm film, and there are two possible scenarios. First one, my film is completely rewinded inside of the canister. In this case, I use bottle opener to open the canister and take out the film. Then I cut that little piece at the beginning of the roll and start loading my film onto the reel by twisting the reel back and forth. For the purpose of this video, I'm using several expired film rolls that I don't really care about, so no film was harmed while recording this video. Once I reach the end of the roll, I cut the remaining piece of the film and assemble my tank. To secure the lid, twist it clockwise. Once the tank is assembled, usually I like to check if my lid is properly secured by pulling the lid up. If it doesn't go anywhere, that means the tank is light sealed and it is safe to take it out of the bag and start developing film. And here is the alternative method of loading 35mm film. In this case, I have a little piece of the film sticking out from the film canister. So I cut the tail of the film and then start loading it on the reel. Once I reach the end of the reel, I cut out the canister and assemble my tank. Close the lid, turn it clockwise, pull it up to check if the lid is properly secured, and now the film is ready to be developed. Now moving on to 120 film. Medium format film has a backing paper, so before loading it onto the reel, it is best to get rid of the backing paper first and then load film onto the reel. Assemble the tank, close the lid, check if it is light sealed, and the film is ready to be developed. And last but not least, 220 film. This type of film is no longer produced, but it can be found expired. I often use 220 film, and that's why I decided to show it as well. The main difference between 120 and 220 film is 220 film roll is usually twice longer than 120, so there are twice more exposures per roll. 220 film does not have a backing paper throughout the whole roll, it only has two pieces of paper attached to the beginning and to the end of the roll, so loading it is pretty easy. I remove the paper that attached to the beginning of the roll, load the film onto the reel. Once I reach the end of the roll, I remove another piece of paper and assemble my tank.